So this video is going to be about makeup on a budget. I wanted to do a video letting you guys know about some affordable makeup recommendations that I have. I know a lot of you may be on a budget. Maybe you're a broke college student, been there, done that, so I definitely know how that is. Or maybe you just don't want to spend your extra money on higher end makeup. So I wanted to give you guys some of my recommendations of more affordable products because there really are a lot of great affordable products. They just sometimes get swept under the rug. So I wanted to let you guys know which ones I like, and this is definitely going to be a great video if you're a beginner. I'm gonna go over everything from the foundation to the primer. I'm gonna let you know everything that you need to do a full face. So definitely get out your pen and pad because it's gonna be really helpful. I make sure that I kind of let you guys know everything. Anything that you need to get a full face, then you're gonna know about it in this video. I know sometimes it is a little bit overwhelming when you're starting out with makeup and you're not really sure what to get. So yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm definitely going to help you. So if you would like to see some of the affordable recommendations that I have, then just continue to watch. Alright you guys, so I'm gonna try to do this in the order that you would apply the products to your face. So for me, I always start off with brows. So the brow pencil that I've been using is this one from NYC. And sculpting your brows is really important. Now you don't have to have a really bold brow like mine, but it is important to at least just sculpt them out a little bit, even if you just use a really natural brow powder or something like that. What I like to do is sculpt mine out, or kind of I like to go over them with this brow pencil and then take a brown brow powder and fill them in. And that's just personally how I like my brows, but it's just important to do something with your brows because they can make or break your face. It's just like, it's what everybody sees. You guys know that meme that's like, I make brow contact before I make eye contact? Honey, that is definitely the truth. Like, people are looking at your brows nowadays before they even look you in the eyes. So it is important to do something with your brows. You don't have to sculpt them like me, of course, but just, you know, lightly fill them in. It's important to do something to the brows. Okay, so the next thing for me, I will begin by applying my eyeshadows. I personally like to do my eyes before I do my face. That way, if I have any fallout, I don't have to worry about it messing up my under eye concealer or my foundation or anything like that. So I just personally prefer to do my eye makeup first and then move on to like my face routine. So I'm gonna talk about this primer that is from BH Cosmetics, and you want to put this on before applying your eyeshadows. It's really going to help with the longevity of your eyeshadows, make them pop a little bit more and just last all throughout the day. So it's important that you put some type of primer down before applying your eyeshadows. So this is definitely going to be a great one, and it's really affordable. I want to say it's about $5 or $6, so a really good price, and I've used this often and it seems to work really well. So definitely one of my favorites as far as primer has to be this one, and it says that it's waterproof, so that's definitely a plus. So after applying the primer to your eyes, you would then start applying your eyeshadows. And you guys, I have found some really great eyeshadows for the price. The quality is amazing. You guys wouldn't even believe it. So the first ones I want to talk about are from Coastal Scents. One night I was up late and I was just doing a little bit of browsing, and I ran across a sale that Coastal Scent was having, and they had each one of their eyeshadows on sale for 99 cents a piece, which I thought was absolutely amazing. I was just able to customize this palette, and I got to put all the different colors that I wanted in there. So I thought that was great. That's always really nice because if you don't like a certain color, you don't have to put the color in the palette. So it's always really great when you can pick specific colors to go in your palette. So I definitely recommend starting off with more neutral colors. You always want to make sure that you get a transitional shade. If you watch my tutorials, then you know I always use a transitional shade. And you'll also need like a good brown neutral color, a nice champagne color, and they just have a lot of different colors to choose from. And you guys, the quality is just really great. As you guys can see, like, it's just really smooth. It's really silky. And any recommendations that I have for these eyeshadows, I'll put them below so you guys can know which ones to try out. Now, I did get mine for 99 cents a piece, but I think the regular price is like $1.99 or $1.49, which still isn't bad, because 99 cents, I was like, okay, you can't beat that with a stick. I'm definitely going to have to try these shadows out, and I really love them. For the price, I think it's really great. Another eyeshadow brand that I've tried out is Morphe, or is it Morph? I'm not sure if it's Morphe or Morph, but I heard Jaclyn Hill talk about these. You guys know I love her, and anytime she recommends something, I'm like, okay, let me jump on it. Well, once she recommended it, everybody and their mama had got on the site, so like a lot of the individual eyeshadows were sold out. So I just ended up getting this palette, and the quality of these eyeshadows are really great. And as you guys can tell, this is more of a neutral tone palette, so it is gonna be really nice for everyday, work, school, anything like that. So I highly recommend this palette as well, and I think this was probably about $19. So really great if you're on a budget. It gives you a wide variety of colors, and then if you think it'll be too overwhelming to pick each individual color, then this will probably be the better route for you. That way you don't feel too overwhelmed. Okay, so next would be eyeliner and mascara. I'm gonna give you guys a recommendation for a top liner, and then also a liner that you would apply on the waterline. So the first one I want to talk about is a top liner, and it is the L'Oreal Super Slim Infallible Liner. This one is absolutely amazing. So it does have a felt tip on it, and it's gonna be really easy to apply liner with this. You don't have to worry about over applying, like applying too much product or anything like that. It's really nice and sleek. I just find it to be really simple to use, and it always gives you a really nice wing liner. And I'm just gonna show you guys how dark it is. Look how black that is. Absolutely amazing. I love this liner. And then L'Oreal also has one that goes on the waterline as well, but for some reason I can't find mine. So another recommendation for a waterline eyeliner is this one from BH Cosmetics, and it's the BH Party Girl liner. This one is really great. I used it in a tutorial a couple of weeks ago, and I really love the longevity of it, and it's more like an eye kohl, and it goes on really black. As you guys can see, that one is right there. So you always want to make sure on the bottom you're not using liquid, because that'll probably be pretty painful. It might burn a little bit. So on the bottom you want to use an eye kohl, like some type of liner like this, and this one could be used on top as well. You could like smudge it across your top lash line, and it will work really great. So those are the recommendations that I have for eyeliner. And for mascara, I just feel like L'Oreal has the best mascara ever. So I have two from them that I want to talk about. The first one is the Miss Manga, and this one is really nice. It kind of has like this flexible one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it like bends. So you can kind of just make it move with you, and it's gonna be really nice for getting down and dirty with those lashes, and you can really get in there and just maneuver everything and make your lashes look really elongated. So I've really been loving this one, but you guys know I normally wear eyelashes, so I am going to give you guys a recommendation on some natural lashes. But the other mascara I want to talk about is the Lashout Butterfly, and this one is from L'Oreal as well. I like the packaging of this one, but this is what the one looks like. So I find these kind really nice for bottom eyelashes, and it is very important that you're applying mascara to the bottom lashes, because sometimes that can make or break your look. You just always want to have those bottom lashes. It always looks 10 times better. But like I was telling you guys, I normally wear eyelashes because you guys know I'm just like a fake eyelash fanatic. I love wearing fake eyelashes. So I have two recommendations on a natural lash, and these lashes are $1.79 a piece, so it's a pretty good price. The first one I recommend that is really natural is the Creme number 205, and I get most of my lashes like this from loveeyelashes.com, so I'll have a link below if you guys want to check those out. And another really nice natural lash are the Red Cherry number 43. agree. This seems to be a staple lash for a lot of people. It looks really nice. It gives you a little bit of drama, but it's not too much. So these are definitely my two favorite, more natural lashes. So now that we've done our brows and eyeshadows, it's time to start prepping the face for foundation. So first things first, I'm the realest. Okay, I always have to say that now when I say first things first. But really, first things first is a moisturizer. Now, no matter if you have oily skin or not, it is very, very important to use a moisturizer on your skin. I know a lot of times people think, well, if I have oily skin, why do I need to use moisturizer? You just have to use moisturizer. It is just very important that your skin is hydrated and just feeling very silky smooth, and it's also going to help the foundation apply and just go on a lot smoother. So a recommendation that I have for moisturizer is the L'Oreal Youth Code, and this one is really, really great. It's a texture perfector, so it's really just going to smooth out the texture of your skin, and it's really, really nice. And it smells really fresh and clean as well, so I definitely recommend this as a moisturizer. The next thing I want to talk about is primer. It should be a crime not to prime, especially when it comes to your face. You have to prime your face if you want your foundation to last, especially if you have oily skin. Now, if you have normal skin, you could probably get away with not priming, but if you have that oily Crisco mess, girlfriend, you've got to prime it. So I have two primers that I want to talk about. So the first one is the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. This is a really nice product. It does act as a primer as well as a skin smoother. It's gonna blur out any imperfections that you may have, but you want to be careful when applying this product to the face. Don't apply too much because it will kind of make your foundation just kind of slip and slide all over. So just apply like a pea-size amount. Don't go overboard with it, but it's a really nice product. Another recommendation I have is the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. Now this is really nice as well. Both of the primers that I've mentioned are a silicone base, so this is what they look like. They have more of that kind of silky feel, so you don't want to apply too much, but this is a really, really nice product. It's really nice, it's really smooth, and it's just really going to help with the longevity of your foundation. You want to make sure that you're priming your face. Like if you have oily skin, it is very, very important that you prime it. So now we're going to talk about foundations, and I have two recommendations that I want to talk about. The first one is the L'Oreal True Match, and I have really, really been loving this one. One reason that I like it is because it has a wide variety of shades, and I know that's one thing that the drugstore slacks at. Like, it's pretty much light, medium, and dark, and it's like 2 shades in between, and we need more variety, especially for women of color. We need a little bit more of variety because we just come in so many different shades, and I think the L'Oreal True Match definitely do a great job at making sure that they have a shade for everyone, and if not everyone, it pretty much is really, really close. So I love this one, and I also like that it gives you the choice of warm and cool and neutral tones. I don't think any other foundation from the drugstore really gives you that option, so that's really great as well. And the color that I have is W8 because I do have warm undertones, so this one is really great. So another one I recommend is the Revlon Colorstay, and this one does give you different options depending on what type of skin type you have. For example, I have combination oily skin, and that's what this foundation is made for. And then they also have a formula for dry skin, and I think maybe normal skin as well. So that's a really great touch as well. I'm not sure how many foundations give you that option from the drugstore, but definitely the Revlon one and the L'Oreal one are definitely really, really great foundations that can be purchased at the drugstore. So next is concealer. If you watch my tutorials, you'll notice after I apply my foundation, I sometimes go in with a lighter concealer to give me that bright under eye look. So I have two recommendations of concealer, and the first one I want to talk about is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this one is really great. There was so much hype about this one on Instagram, but you do have to make sure that you don't apply too much. I tend to get a little bit concealer happy, and it sometimes will crease on you, so make sure that you just apply a little bit of this concealer, but it's really great. They do have a wide variety of different colors. Another concealer that I recommend, this one is from e.l.f. and I'm not really sure the name. It just says concealer, but it's in a stick form, and I really like this one. It's really easy to blend out, especially if you're applying it under the eyes, and this one is a lighter shade for me just to give me that highlighted look, and the color is tan, and this one is more of a cream base, and the LA Girl one that I showed you guys, it is more liquidy. So let me kind of show you guys what I mean, just so you know. So this is the LA Girl one. As you guys can see, like, it's more of a liquid consistency, and this one is more cream. So yeah, they're both really nice, and they're both really affordable as well. So I really don't think you can go wrong with either one. Now, if you think you're gonna have a problem with blending, it might be better for you to start off with this concealer first, especially if you plan on applying it underneath your eyes. Now, you can also use concealer, you know, just to do any spots that you might have on your face that you want to cover up. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. Okay, so what is highlighting without contouring? You guys know I love to contour my face and make it all chiseled, honey. I just love it. So I do have two products that I want to talk about. The first one is from e.l.f. and it should be no surprise to you guys because I talk about it often. This one is called Turks and Caicos, and it's just a blush and bronzer duo. As you guys can tell, I get no use out of this ashy blush over here. Ain't nobody got time to be using that e.l.f. But this bronzer over here, you guys, it is everything, especially if you're of a darker skin complexion and you really want your contour to pop. This is gonna be the one for you. I like to use this one when I'm going out and I want a more dramatic contour. Now, on nights when I just want, or days when I want just an everyday contour, I use Antigua, which is a lighter shade, and I do think they have four different shades. So they have a different shade for everybody, from my Caucasian babies to my dark skinned sisters. So yeah, definitely check this one out. And another one that I love is from BH Cosmetics, and this is the Bombshell Bronze. The packaging is really nice, and this one is called Diva, and it's a matte bronzer. And as you guys can tell, it is a little bit on the light side. So this is going to be better for my Caucasian babies. I'm not sure the other shades that they have, but I don't think they have one too much darker than this, but I will check the site and I'll put everything below if I find any additional product. So now I want to talk about a highlighting powder. I know I talked about highlighting with a concealer earlier, but after you do that, you want to go in with a highlighting powder just to give you a nice sheen or shimmer to the highest points of your cheekbones. So the one from the drugstore that I absolutely love, and I can't believe I haven't used it in a while, but it is Tiki from Hard Candy, and it says that it's supposed to be bronzer, but Hard Candy, you guys know that this is not a bronzer. This is definitely a highlighter, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this highlighter. Like, I don't know why I haven't used it. Like, I'm gonna have to pull it back out, but as you guys can tell, it's really gorgeous. I have it right there, and it has a nice sheen to it, so that's just gonna really bring out that highlight. Once you apply that concealer and you put that highlighting powder on top, honey child, they ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing. You gonna just look like you glowing. Everybody gonna be asking you if you're pregnant, okay? But I just really love this product. It's really nice. I love the sheen that it gives you. So yeah, it is going to say that it's a bronzer, but this is definitely a highlighter, and it's called Tiki. Alright, so you guys know I'm a complete blush whore, so I do have some recommendations that I want to let you guys know about, and these are really affordable. They're the Makeup Geek blushes, and I absolutely love these. The quality is really close to MAC. So I have 5 from Makeup Geek, and I pretty much have like pink and orange tones because those are the ones that I tend to gravitate towards. But I'm just gonna really quickly talk about these. The first one is Rendezvous, and it looks like that. It's a really nice pink color. I'm not gonna talk about all of them, but just kind of let you guys know some of the ones that I have. This next one is called Romance, and this one is really beautiful as a highlight powder. It just gives you a nice, beautiful glisten and sheen. So this one is really nice if you're looking for one to highlight with. And another one is Summer Fling, and this one is a orangey color, and you guys know that I live for me a orange cheeky cheek. I just love it. But yeah, Makeup Geek has a wide variety of blushes, and I think they're only like $6 a piece, and the quality is really great. I'll do a swatch for you guys just so you guys can really see how great the quality is. I know that swatch isn't really great, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to let you guys know. Now I want to briefly talk about powders. It is important that you set your under eye concealer with a powder and also your foundation. So the powders I want to talk about are from BH Cosmetics, and these are the Studio Pro powders, and these are really nice. I've heard a lot of people compare these to the Studio Fix powder from MAC, and it is pretty dead on. So they're really great. I love them so much. This is the color that I use, and this is in shade 240. So they do have a lot of different shades to choose from, and I think these are like $5 or $6 a piece, so that's a really great price as well. And then another color is 255, and I sometimes like to use this one to contour with. But if you're a darker shade, of course you could set your foundation with this, under eye concealer, whatever it is you need it for. But these are really great powders, and I have used them. I think I talked about these in a favorites video not too long ago. But these powders really great. Yeah, I definitely think these are going to be the best ones for the money. So yeah, best bang for your buck. So now I want to talk about some lipsticks, and I do have a few favorites. So the first one I'm going to start off with is from BH Cosmetics, and this is what the packaging looks like. You know, it's pretty plain, but don't mind that. The quality is nice. So this color is Forever Nude, and you guys, tell me that color is not absolutely gorgeous. It's really creamy. It's really opaque. I just love this color. It's just a nice color. And the next one I want to talk about is from Revlon. Now, if you've been watching me for quite some time now, like since I started like back in 2010, then you probably remember this lipstick, and it's called Just Enough Buff. I used to wear this one all the time. So it is a nude color. It is kind of sheer, but I love it so much. And the quality of the Revlon lipsticks are really great. I do find them comparable to MAC. So definitely check out Revlon's lipsticks. They're really nice. The next one I want to talk about is from NYX, and this is a matte lipstick. You guys know I love a matte lip. And this one is called Daydream. And it's a neutral, kind of peachy nude color. So it's really pretty, and it's really creamy as well. So yeah, NYX definitely has a lot of different affordable lip products. Alright you guys, so I have one last thing that I want to recommend, and this is a brush set from BH Cosmetics. Now they have a ton of different brush sets on their site, but this is just one in particular that I wanted to talk about because I think it is absolutely gorgeous, and I really love this little faux leather pouch that it comes in. But yeah, these are what the brushes look like, as you guys can tell. They have these really gorgeous bronze detailing on them, so I think that's really nice. And they do give you about 3 face brushes and then a few eye brushes, so really great for a beginner. And you could always start off with this and then get a higher end brush set later on, but it's always great to have a starter brush set. That way you kind of know which brushes you think are going to be beneficial. Alright you guys, so that is everything. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you like these type of videos, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video.